Weather Authority meteorologist Ron
Half
Rhodes.
hour of it. All right, it's 11:33. We've got ourselves a pretty good looking day today. Well, I mean, up till now, it's going to be getting pretty hot out there, mid-90s, but the humidity's not too bad. In fact, it's actually dropped a little bit in the past couple of hours, but the trend is going to be to rise back into the low 60s. So yes, it's going to be a little uncomfortable by the middle of the afternoon. Not as uncomfortable as tomorrow's going to be, though. I will say that. Tomorrow looks like the worst day of the bunch, though, and even tomorrow doesn't look as bad as the worst of what we had last week. Oh, check this out. We got a long barge working its way underneath the Blue Bridge. That, of course, is our roofclaim.com camera on top of the Hampton Inn. Looking out toward the east, not a cloud in the sky. Same goes for our Diamond Valley Federal Credit Union camera. You know, this is the summer solstice, longest day of the year, and we're going to get every second of sun that we possibly can on the longest day of the year because we are pretty much cloudless for the rest of the day. So if you like the sunshine and vitamin D, you're going to be loving today. And you can see the beautiful blue sky over downtown Evansville, the dew point down into the upper 50s again. Of course, we were in the 50s for dew points, you know, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and even at times dropped down into the 40s. It was unusually pleasant for the middle of June. Now, not quite as pleasant, but still not too bad. At least this hour. 88 degrees right now. Dew point is at 59. Anytime it's under 60, you're living right this time of the year, especially with the west-southwest wind at around 9 miles an hour. Got a few 90s on the board, at least a couple. 90 in Vincennes, 91 in Carmine, knocking on the door in Madisonville, Calhoun, Owensboro, all checking in with 89 degrees. Still 84, though, in Jasper, 88 in Tell City. And it's 87 degrees in Morganfield as well as Henderson. And dew point wise, I mean, most of us are seeing dew points in the low to mid 60s. And that's where I expected us to be here in Evansville. We're the aberration. I'll take it. It's also 58, the dew point in Lagodi. And you can see some 50s farther to the west in Harrisburg. But for the most part, again, it's tolerable, low to mid 60s. It's going to be in the upper 60s tomorrow. But if you remember last week at this time, we had dew points in the upper 70s, not upper 60s. So even the worst of it this week, it won't be as bad as really about 4 days last week, including Thursday. Anyway, we're actually in the pleasant range. Most of us are actually in the tolerable range, but we're in pleasant range right now in Evansville with a dew point of 59. But again, most locations low to mid 60s. I want to give a big shout out. It, of course, is growing season. And cabbage, radishes, broccoli, those are things, cauliflower, you could grow a little early. Let's start them a little early. But check this out. A good growing year, I would say, for Scarlett and her Uncle Dave. That is a 22-pound cabbage that Scarlett is holding in one arm right there. The strength. Uncle Dave, good growing right there, that 22-pound cabbage. That's a whopper. My sister growing cabbages in my yard. I've got a few raised beds out there, and she uses one of them. And she's grown some big ones, but not quite 22 pounds. In fact, I don't think quite 10 pounds. That's a whopper. Live first morning Doppler radar not showing anything. And look at this. I mean, you could travel a long way, not have any problems. There is a little bit of rain running along the east coast in the mid-Atlantic states, but that's not a headache for us. And if you're going to Chicago in the next few hours, you're looking pretty good if you're going to fly up there. Later on this afternoon, though, this boundary is going to work its way down into the Chicagoland area, and that's when you could have some trouble. And then early this evening as well, they've got an isolated severe threat, especially to the north and west of Chicago. Anyway, future tracker not showing anything but straight sunshine for us for the rest of the day. It's going to change tomorrow, though. We are going to see a few more clouds in play for our Wednesday. It's going to be more humid out there and just as hot. We're going to be in the mid-90s. You can see not a whole lot of cloud cover, though, out there at the beginning of the day during the morning, but by the afternoon, we start to see some thunderstorms firing up. And look at this. Latest run on future trackers indicating a little bit more to the south and to the east. It was showing mainly to the east, but we're seeing a lot of activity down in western Kentucky here by mid to late afternoon. Things should settle down, though, by around 8, 9 o'clock at night. But at least for about 5-6 hours, you got your chance for rain. We could use the rain. We're running better than a 2-inch deficit at the Evansville Airport for the month of June. We are pretty much right on average, though, for the year. Although I know in a lot of places down in western Kentucky on Friday, you got a gully washer. We didn't see that to the north, not so much. Storms moving a little bit faster to the north, down to the south. They were moving pretty slow at around 20, 25 miles an hour. So a lot of folks got a lot of rain down in the Bluegrass State on Friday. Anyway, severe risk, we do have that out there. We've got a marginal risk for the entire tri-state. They've expanded it down to the south. Really don't see a tornado threat, less than 2%. Same goes for hail, less than 5%. But there is a 5% chance for damaging winds with some of these thunderstorms that fire up tomorrow afternoon, mid to late afternoon. 96 96, what I'm calling it for a high today with plenty of sunshine, plenty hot, yes, but not plenty humid with a southwest wind at 5 to 10, barely blowing. Got that air quality alert because of the lack of a wind and, of course, the high heat we've got. On the 3-degree guarantee, I called for a high yesterday of 91, got up to 91 on the nose. Lori Puckett of Dixon, congratulations, Lori. You've got yourself an umbrella courtesy of Ackerman Chiropractic. Over the next 7 days, temperatures are going to stay in the 90s until Monday. Mid-90s over the next couple of days. And again, we got a chance for some thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. Cooling off to 90 degrees on Thursday. Hey, but at least we're going to have the humidity down, so it's not going to be too bad. And then 92 on Friday. Another decent chance of rain on Sunday and also getting humid on Sunday, but really only 2 humid days. Tomorrow and Sunday. Otherwise, humidity not too bad.
I can take it.
I think the butterflies can take it too.
Oh,
lovely shot here from Kurt Davis of this Hicks butterfly in Hardin County, Illinois. I mean, Kurt takes some of the best shots. Love the orange and yellow of the flower and the orange and yellow on the butterfly wing. Kind of almost camouflaged.
It needs a frame. That one needs a frame. Hey, we'll be back with more Lifestyles right after this. Stay with us.